Time now for the Daily Answer, sponsored by Salem Surround on The Answer Now TV.
Really, what caught my eye or what caught my ear was the housing crisis. I feel like people my age are being forced to rent because of bigger corporations buying houses, and those
Correct.
corporations are forcing people my age, Gen Zers, to rent and not buy, but we want to buy.
Correct.
So my question to you is the Trump administration taking any actions to mitigate this, what I could call a renting crisis, where bigger corporations, will stop buying up houses in urban and suburban areas.
So yes, so homeownership, by the way, is critically important. We want people to own. This is by a tangent, by the way, why we went so hard on the Invest America idea earlier in the week. We're going to have a whole nother program when I get back from the debating at Oxford and Cambridge about the Invest America, because owning stuff matters. It's worth considering the penalties on the ownership of tons of housing by large firms. I think that a prohibition on major firms buying single-family homes is something we should entertain, because the problem is this, is that there are kids that are then being outbid of their dream home by Chinese cash buyers and major private equity firms with $10 trillion. BlackRock comes in and buys a single-family home, and a young person's like, well, I finally got... And think about how tragic this is. There's this young couple that I know of in Phoenix, and their combined family income is about $110,000 a year. They're doing pretty well. I mean, that's in today's economy, it's not as well as it used to be, and they really want to own a home, and they found their home, and they went to the bank, and they had to wrangle the bank, and it was months of meetings with the bank, and back and forth with the bank, and finally they were able to get a loan approval, and it was like their dream, and so they go and they put an offer on the house, and as soon as they finally have that house and everything is finalized, boop, they get a phone call from their realtor. Sorry, you've been outbid by a cash offer by 5%. The house is now gone. And so then they go back to the bank, and they have to go back to this whole process, and so they have to go find another house that fits their criteria. This is happening every single day. Real families of young people are being outbid by major corporations and foreign buyers. I'm sorry, there's something fundamentally morally wrong with that. I'm a free market guy. I'm all about free markets. You will cease to have free markets if people don't own stuff. It is definitionally prerequisite numero uno to a market, which is owning, not renting. It's a no-brainer. So while I'm not excited to have prohibitions on who can buy what, number one, I think we can all agree the Chinese Communist Party coming in with cash buyers should not happen. I think President Trump should sign an executive order prohibiting foreign nationals from China to be able to buy single-family homes. I bet he could do that by just a national security executive order. I have no idea the technicalities of it, but I bet he could. Number two, which is more complicated, is why is it that our young people that we have a social compact to, that we have sewed into, then have to go into the world. They have tons of student loan debt. They've done everything right. They get married. They're 28 years old, and they want to start a family. And they have to go pile together all of their savings from their family, and maybe even take out a loan from a family member to just get the down payment for their dream home. And poop to the poop, the American dream gets stolen by a major firm. I'm sorry, that's insane. When you rent and you don't own, it creates a different incentive structure.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel. Stay informed anytime, anywhere with the Salem News Channel at 9:30 a.m. TheAnswer.com. This has been The Daily Answer, sponsored by Salem Surround on The Answer Now TV.